Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're in the Sims 4 again, doing another build, but today I thought I would do a super modern build, just because I don't actually really build like really modern houses. It's not really my style. I prefer like doing suburban, you could say, yeah, suburban. And so I was trying to figure out like what to build today, and I was like, I like looked at like different house styles because I did like a Greek house and I really liked doing that, and so I switched up things, and then I saw a contemporary house and I was like, okay, that looks modern to me. Turns out contemporary and modern are different types of builds, but they look exactly the same. And so I went on Pinterest and I found this house that I'm building now. And I looked at the description and it said it was modern. So I don't know. Even though I like searched up contemporary, it still came up as modern, so I don't know. To me they look the exact same, but obviously there's a difference, but if you can tell the difference, I don't know. And it turns out that when I was like building it and then I looked at the last build I had done, which was the Barbie house behind it, as you can see the pink monstrosity there. Turns out it's very similar design, except it doesn't have like the middle part for the Barbie house, and I was like, I'm basically building the exact same build, just not a pink, not just like a crazy pink 80s house, it's more refined. But you know, I guess Barbie likes modern houses as well, so so I will I think I'll link the house that I picked off Pinterest in the description if you want to see it, just in case the photo gets copyrighted or something, I don't know. Yeah, so, and it will have like that floor plan and everything so you can follow it. I did change the floor plan slightly just because it was a 4-bedroom house and I wanted an office, so I changed the office, one of the downstairs bedroom into that, and so it's just 3-bedroom now. And like, but the office is big enough to be a bedroom if you didn't want an office, so you could change it if you wanted, back to the original. But I was just kind of like, you know, and I ended up like shrinking the house from this original thing because I like, when I was doing the windows for the middle part of the house, I realised that there was just way too many compared to the actual design, and so I ended up like just shrinking it because like I ended up doing that a lot. It was like if it's like a renovation or something, a Sims renovation, I end up shrinking the house a lot because like you start really big and then you realise that you actually don't need it that big, so you completely change it. Like I look at it, I'm like, this is like 3 windows too long, so I completely have to change the layout. I just not change the layout, I just shrink it down, remove like the end part and move it closer. I don't know. Yeah, but I actually really enjoy doing this build, just because it's something I don't typically do, like a modern house, and it like I have like there's like a nice like with modern houses you have like a nice like if you're like upstairs you can like see from the downstairs because there's like a loft part, and I did that, and I like I just yeah, it was really fun. I should actually probably do more modern builds because like, but I always end up going for the same like contemporary suburban homes, just because that's what I find. I feel like that's probably just what I'm used to seeing a lot, like in New Zealand. So yeah. But I kind of kept the inside and the outside the same kind of color scheme as well, just because originally it was just going to be like black and white, but then I decided to bring in some browns from like the outside to the inside. You also got this brick, so the color schemes throughout is pretty similar. And then one thing I normally never do is like have different textures in my builds. So it was interesting to see how to work out the whites and brick together, and like, the black windows with the black roof. It was just but that was how the house was, so yeah, I tried to keep it as accurate as possible from the outside. I didn't see the back of the house, so the back of the house with the windows and stuff isn't accurate probably, but because I had to improvise obviously because I couldn't see it. Yeah, so the house is very very black and white kind of thing. And I just kind of use the modern till for the like filtering items. It turns out there's only like 2 modern couches, and I didn't end up using either of them because one of them's like an ottoman and the other one was just like ugly, so I ended up using this Dream Home Decorator one. I ended up using a lot of Dream Home Decorator in this build just because, I mean, it's the most modern pack, and like if you filter modern, you're gonna just basically just get Dream Home Decorator and some Eco Lifestyle as well. So obviously the like last 2 packs, other than when did Eco Lifestyle come out? But yeah, because obviously Eco Lifestyle is very hipstery, and so it's gonna be modern, and Dream Home Decorator as well. Yeah, you know, so end up changing the windows around a bit to fit the kitchen. I also did a swatch of the kitchen that I would never normally use because it's ugly. Like if the bench top would have been white, I probably would use it more. But because it's like this weird like silvery blue tone, I'd never use it. But it was like the outside of the house, and I just, for some reason, for me that was modern to match your kitchen to the rest of the house. For some reason, I don't actually know if it is, but it is now. I just end up that's what I end up going with. So yeah, it is what it is. I kept like the layout as like how I do my normal kitchens. Like the layout's basically the same as I do all my kitchens. I mean, you can't really change the layout of a kitchen, can you, to make it more modern or more old style? Can you? I don't know. All my kitchens are the same, they're just different counters basically. I wanted 2 stovetops, but then like the what are they called? The air duct thingies that you put over an oven. They didn't work, so I ended up having to keep it with 1 stovetop. But I feel like in a modern house you would have like 2 ovens, 2 stovetops, kind of thing. But it's small. The kitchen was too small. I didn't want to make it huge. Obviously, I already made the house smaller. Why would I extend it again and deal with having to move all the walls and get roofs around? You know, it's too much work. Doing the bathroom now. Again, Dream Home Decorator, shower, bath, and that toilet's very future, like, you know, I don't really know. Kept this colour scheme throughout. I was gonna put the washing machine downstairs in this one because obviously the washing must sits there, but then for some reason I couldn't be bothered changing the layout again. This built took me a while for some reason. Normally I can like build a house in about 45 minutes to an hour. This one took me 2 hours for some reason, and I think it was just because I was trying to make it as accurate to the photo as possible from the outside, and that's what took me so long. But it is what it is. It's, you know, what else am I meant to do? But the washing machine ended up going upstairs, so I don't really know. It's just I end up putting a lot of just stuff everywhere. I don't really know if it's modern to just clutter, but I like clutter in The Sims, so that's what I end up doing. So for the upstairs, I put the loft in, because I feel like that's very modern for you to be able to look down on the downstairs, and the house actually had a loft bit as well, so I just ended up following that. And it's got obviously the glass. Probably not safe having a glass fence or barrier, just because, I mean, if it was very clean you might not be able to see it because there's only bars like at the ends. Is it at the ends? No, so like if you were blind, like you can barely see the glass. if you're looking at the right angle. So I mean, probably not the safest, but I originally wanted both of the bedrooms that are like connected to the loft bit to be able to look as well, but then because I wanted a TV and like the master, I had to change it for obvious reasons. But the other bedroom that's connected to the loft you can actually look over, which is good. I just it was either TV or loft, and I wanted a TV, so but for me it's like privacy, like even though you might still be able to like look up and like see someone, and so even though it's in The Sims, you still got to think like practically, like, this is actually this is an actual house, like I think, well it was like a design for a house, so I don't really know. I just keep rambling. And then obviously Dream Home Decorator again, and Eco Lifestyle for the furnitures, because I mean if you're going to burn it on the house, of course you're going to use those. And start with the colour scheme. I did make a pink bedroom, just so there was something other than black and white, and like and then I made a grey one as well, but it's still like the grey one was still kind of in the theme, but like the pink one was just like over the top, because obviously I just wanted to add a bit of colour so my whole house wasn't just one, but I guess that's modern just to have it all the same. So I don't really know what else to say. Yeah, just add wardrobes and stuff. Obviously this is the one that had the loft in it, which I really liked. This is probably my favourite bedroom just because of the loft space. I feel like this would probably be like the spare room as well, so I don't know if you would always want a glass barrier in your room. You know, I feel like maybe if I did the house actually properly and like the downstairs was a bedroom rather than the office, that would probably be the spare bedroom. But do people? I live in a one-story house, so like it's like, do you put the spare room downstairs or do you have it upstairs? Have you got like a bedroom downstairs? Because like for me, the spare room is obviously on the same floor because it's all one floor. I couldn't deal with a two-story house living in it because I don't like stairs. Like to clean a stair, unless the stairs were wooden, I couldn't do it. If the stairs were covered, I couldn't live in a two-story house. That would drive me insane trying to vacuum that. Oh my god. Yeah, I end up adding tons of pictures to this wall for the pink room. It's very girly. I just thought about doing a wall mirror. Don't know if that's modern. I just felt like doing it. And I end up adding tons of paintings around the house just to fill up that space. I feel like it's just, you know, for some reason though, when the big paintings that I just placed there, for some reason if you put modern, the like super large ones are considered modern, but the smaller ones that you actually can put in the house aren't, even though they're the exact same pattern. I was like, this doesn't make sense. But it is what it is. I ended up changing the flooring from this black one to a lighter one later on, just because I ended up adding like the walls to be black, because like all the modern wallpapers actually giving so much, so kind of like meh, like ugly. So I ended up just changing it to plain black and then making the floors a lighter colour, because I mean, just so it's not just like, it doesn't look like a movie theatre. That was the vibe it was giving me, like a movie theatre. Yeah. There isn't that many plants. The plants in this build are like for decorating purposes rather than just to have a plant in your house. So I feel like that's probably modern. I don't really know. I probably should have not had the pink room at the front of my house, because when you look into it, it's very pink. But you see a pink room, but it's done now. So when I was looking for a car, right, for to put in like the garage bit, and you know how you can get like, I don't like using debug because I can't be bothered trying to search through it to find the cars. So for some reason I couldn't find like the toy cars today, and I was like, I couldn't be asked. I went to the kids' toys and used a kids one. So when you see that, you'll see what I mean. And then as soon as I stopped recording, I found the bloody cars, the normal cars to size up, and I was like, how? Because I completely forgot where they were in the game. So when you see the photos, when I show off the house individually, like room by room, they have the normal cars in it. But while you'll see in this video, it's the weird kids car, just because what else? Because that was my only option. I needed a car there to show that it was like for a garage space. But rest assured that the normal cars are there now in the game in this house. So yeah, very minimalistic outdoorness as well. A giant pool and stuff. I didn't know what else to put there. This is me sizing up the car. Yep. But I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon with another video. Bye!